Okay, we've got another video transmitter review. I'm doing two back to back. I'll leave you a link to the other video in the description below, as well as a link to where you can find this. It is the TX801. As you can see here, you have many output settings. It also has 72 channels with a microphone. Also has a button and display for easy selection of your bands and channels. When you purchase it, you get it in a box like this. Matter of fact, I haven't even played around with it yet. You get the directions. The directions look pretty nice. No complaints. A wiring harness. A linear polarized antenna tuned for 5.8 gigahertz. And the video transmitter. Perhaps what I like most about this video transmitter is not only can you power it with 7 to 24 volts, meaning you don't need a voltage regulator, but it also has its own 5 volt regulator and will output 5 volts through a separate power wire, and you can use this wire to power your camera. So no regulators for the VTX, no regulators for the camera. You could just run the power and ground of the harness right on top of your battery leads, no matter what type of build you have, no matter nothing. Just put it right on top of battery leads or anywhere else where it's getting the full voltage of the battery, and you're good to go. Or if you want to put an LC filter in between, you can do that as well. So let's weigh it. Comes in at 8 grams. Now let's get it hooked up to the meter and see if it's actually outputting what it says it is. Okay, pardon the mess. I've been doing a little bit of work in between scenes, but I got the video transmitter all wired up. Let's test it out. Okay, fast forwarding about 1 minute, allowing the video transmitter to warm up to operating temperature, and we see that it's putting out about 542 milliwatts. I mean, it's fluctuating a little bit. That's going to be due to temperature, and also I'm touching, well, kind of bending the wire. But yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood of 540. So just like the video transmitter in my last review, it doesn't actually output 600 milliwatts, but it's close enough. I mean, like I said, these things are so cheap. I'm really not that picky, but that's what you get. You get what you pay for. One thing I did forget to mention is this video transmitter does come with a RP SMA connector. So your options are going to be either use RP SMA antennas, use a RP SMA to SMA adapter, or you can do what I have already done, remove the RP SMA connector and solder on a SMA connector. And I do have a video showing you how to do that. Look in my repairs series of videos. I'll leave you a link to that video playlist in the description below. As far as using it, it's pretty basic. Just remember, you need an antenna or you will fry it. There's only one button. You can you have 3 different displays. You have 2 sets of numbers and 1 set of letters. The letters is going to be what band you are on. And then 1 set of letters is going to be your channel, which if I keep pressing this, we're changing the channel on that band that I'm currently on. But if you hold this down, this is how you set your band. So for example, I have it on F, which will give me the F or Fat Shark band. And then I'm just not going to press anything for a second until it switches. Then if you hold it down and continue to hold it down, it's going to flash rapidly like this. This is how you get into your different milliwatt settings. So 0 is, if I remember right, is going to be off. 1 is 5 milliwatts, 2 is 25 milliwatts, 3 is 50 milliwatts, so on, all the way up to 8, and 8 is going to be 600 milliwatts. Then just don't press anything again, let it change by itself, and it's saved and set. So now what I will do is go ahead and wrap this build up, and we'll go fly it, see how it actually performs. Alright, so this is JC from the future. You're probably confused right now because I just did a video showing you those race arms on the Vorum build. Nope, still haven't repaired the ESC yet or replaced it. I actually switched this video transmitter to one of my Hellbenders, and that's what I'm flying right now. Don't mind the crazy looking on-screen display because I'm using the pre-release or nightly builds of Betaflight 3.2.0, and they haven't worked all the bugs out yet. But anyway, moving on. I wanted to test this video transmitter in not an open field, but an open parking lot, just to see how it performs with nothing really interfering. I did fly it behind this wall and these trees just to see, how much worse the video would get. Just being perfectly honest, I'm really not impressed with the video quality. I mean, I know I just did a review on a cheap video transmitter a couple days ago, and that one actually performs a lot better than this one does. I mean, you guys say you like it when I'm real with you. I'm being real with you. I'm really not impressed. The video, it shouldn't have this much static in it in an open parking lot like this. And I mean, if you go behind anything at all, even just one tree, the static should not be that bad. And just wait, it gets worse, because here in a second I change locations to that same field that I'm usually flying in with a bunch of trees. It gets even worse, believe me. Now, I am keeping in mind that this is a cheap video transmitter. I can't remember how much it costs. I don't know. I want to say like 14, 15 bucks. So if you ask me, is it worth the money? I would say yeah, it is worth 14 or 15 bucks, but at the same time, there's other $14 video transmitters, such as the one I just reviewed 2 days ago. I'll leave you a link to that video in the description. So, I mean, if you're going to spend the same amount of money either way, you might as well go with the other one. And that's just the way I see it. But I mean, I'm not saying this is completely useless. I mean, I'll keep it on this build. I'll keep using it. I won't be happy with it, but it is what it is. Alright, so here I am in the normal field I fly in, out in the woods. Just going behind this tree line to see what happens to the video. And it goes completely black out of nowhere. And you guessed it, I did crash. Crashed right in the middle of a tree. So here's take 2, doing the same thing, going behind the tree line. I don't lose video completely. I managed to pull out of it. But once again, the other video transmitter, I was flying in the same location in the same spots and really didn't have that many issues. Somehow I managed to pull out of that crash after I hit that tree. I don't even know how. As a matter of fact, I even disarmed, then regained video, rearmed, and saved it. Couldn't do that twice if I had to, if my life depended on it. I just flew straight down that little road, and there was only a couple trees in between myself and the multirotor. Once again, lost video. Lost video here, where normally I don't, not with any other video transmitter I use, and crashed. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.